Hi Reddit, I thought I'd make this video real quick to show what I feel like is the most consistent and efficient way to kill Radiant Markoth. I saw a lot of people were saying he's like just way too hard and they don't understand how anybody could beat him on Radiant in one of the top posts today. So I thought I'd just show you real quick my preferred strategy. It involves pogoing, so if you're not very good at pogoing, I highly recommend you practice it because it's really good against a lot of the stronger bosses, and in general it's good for, it just makes the game more fun. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of pogoing. If you can't do pogoing, this probably isn't the strategy for you. Otherwise, you're going to want Unbreakable Strength, you're going to want Shaman Stone and Spell Twister. Those will come in handy during the final phase. And Long Nail and Soul Eater are honestly just filler. Long Nail's in there because it'll help you pogo a little bit, but it's really not necessary. And Soul Eater is really just filler. It's completely unnecessary. You do not need it at all. Alright, let's get it. So your first way of doing damage here is on spawn, you will always spawn in the same place and always spawn with his Dream Shield to his left or to his right, never above him, so you can always get in some pogo damage on spawn just by jumping up and to the right. So dodging his spears, that's something a lot of people struggle with, but there's a really simple solution to this. You just find a platform and you just jump up. Like, sometimes Markoth will get a little bit close, in which case you have to relocate platforms, but usually you're just jumping up.
Mine.
You will have to jump a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right if they spawn directly above or beneath you. But with enough practice, this will become like second nature. You should not be moving all the way around the arena during these, like ideally, unless Markoth is chasing you, which is really annoying when it happens, but it does happen. Another way of he's getting really close now. I was gonna show you guys the other way of dodging these, which is using the wall and just hugging that wall. And right here I'm using Crystal Dash to like stick on the wall. But I'm not charging it completely, I'm just tapping it. By doing that, you can stay on the wall for a really long time without jumping off of it. This is, I feel like it's less consistent than just doing the jumping strategy from earlier. But it is really useful when Markoth pushes you into a corner, so you're not like automatically dead. Like sometimes you'll be on that top right platform, and Markoth just pushes you from the left and there's like nothing you can do. So if you have that strategy in your arsenal, you can be a lot more versatile. It also helps with like avoiding his little revolution thing. The Markoth's getting a little bit close, so I'll move here. He's getting really close. Alright, now we'll actually do damage to Markoth. As I mentioned earlier, your main way of doing damage is going to be pogos. So right after his second revolution of that Dream Shield, you're just going to get in on him and pogo him. Like usually 3 or 4 times. You can't always do it. Sometimes he's awkwardly like right below a platform, or sometimes like he's just too far away. Don't push it because you will die if you're greedy. Like you can wait. Dodging these spears isn't as bad as it looks. Right here is a really easy one, and sometimes you get stuck on those platforms, in which case you can do a lot more pogos than normal. You're just going to use this strategy until you reach the second phase, which is actually pretty soon at this point. Like, Markoth's not a very long boss. He doesn't have a lot of health. Just look down. That one was a little bit more challenging. You do not need to go for that one if you don't feel comfortable. Right here I'm going to use this strategy because Markoth is kind of chasing me off to the wall here. Now I found another platform, I'm just going to jump. Markoth, please. Right. This is an example of like one that I don't actually want to do it because he's just too high up there. Right there I almost fell on spears. That does happen sometimes. Unfortunately, I don't really know a good way to stop that other than like, don't jump too far down with one jump. See that right there? It almost happened. I will say, like, most of the time that it happens, it's user error. Like, you should see it and you should be able to dodge it, but unfortunately it's not always that way. Alright, so we reach the second phase. The spears are spawning a lot faster. You have to be a bit more creative with your dodging. It's not going to always be straight up anymore. But this second phase should not last long for you. You have a pretty roided out Shade Soul. If you time it right, or rather, if he doesn't have his back to any of the platforms, your Shade Soul should do double damage. It should hit twice. Like right here, it's only gonna hit once. See what's next to this platform. But if he's like right here where I am, it should hit twice. And that's how you beat Markoth on Radiant. Again, just get used to pogoing, get used to bouncing in and out of his revolutions, and you should be fine.